Open up your MTT, put today's date on it. You're going to title it Finding Slope with Formula. When we're working with the formula for slope, M is the letter that you're going to use to represent slope. So the formula that we're going to use is M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the first thing that we're going to be given is ordered pairs. What we're going to do is we're going to label the parts so that we know which part goes where in the formula. So we're going to start with the 1, and our 1 is going to be our x1. And our 2 is going to be our y1. Our 5 is going to be our x2. And our 8 is going to be our y2. So we're going to go ahead and write our formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we're going to do our substitution step. M equals, for our y2 we have 8, and then minus. Our y1 is going to be 2. That's going to be divided by x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 1. Now we're going to go ahead and simplify the numerator. 8 minus 2 is 6. Simplify the denominator. 5 minus 1 is 4. And now we're going to double check to make sure we can't simplify our slope. So our slope is going to be 6 over 4, which simplifies by 2, which is going to be 3 over 2. Because the fraction is positive, then we say that our slope is positive. All right, let's start our next one. First, we're going to label the parts of the ordered pair. So negative 3 is x1, 1 is y1, negative 5 is x2, and negative 2 is y2. Now we're going to go ahead and write our formula. M is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We always have to write our formula first, then we're going to put in our substitution step. So M is equal to, our y2 is negative 2, minus 1, which is our y1, and then we're going to have negative 5, which is our x2, minus negative 3, which is our x1. Now, of course, as always, we always ask, when do we subtract? Never. What do we do instead? We add a line and change the sign, and we add a line and change the sign. And now we're ready to simplify. So M is equal to, we have negative 2 plus negative 1 is going to give us negative 3. And negative 5 plus positive 3 is going to give us negative 2. So now what we're going to do is simplify. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. So M is equal to 3 over 2. The fraction is positive, so we say our slope is positive. Okay, let's go ahead and label our next set of ordered pairs. x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. M is equal to negative 9 minus negative 2 and 6 minus 4. When do we subtract? Never. What do we do instead? Add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign to the guy behind. So we're going to go ahead and do M is equal to negative 7 over 2. Because that fraction is negative, we say that our slope is negative. All right, x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. M is equal to 4 minus 2 over 5 minus 5. So we're going to have M is equal to 2 over, when do we subtract? Never. What do we do instead? Add a line, change the sign. So it's going to be 2 over 0. When we have a 0 in the denominator, we say that the slope is undefined. And now we're going to do x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. M is equal to 3 minus 3 over 5 minus 4. M is equal to 0 over 1. When we have 0 in our numerator, we say that our slope is 0. So we have 4 kinds of slope. We have positive, we have negative, we have 0, and we have undefined. Always remember when you're finding slope that you have to simplify just like you do with fractions. And now you know how to use the slope formula.